Hello! Today we are going to talk about story elements. There are 5 components of story elements, and they are characters, setting, plot, resolution, and conflict. It's important to know these story elements because they help keep the story running smoothly and allow the reader to understand the story and follow along. The first story element that I want to talk about is characters. The characters are the individuals that the story is about. The author should introduce the characters in the story with enough information that the reader can visualize each person. The characters are the most important people in the story. For example, the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf are the main characters in the story of the 3 little pigs. The next story element that we will talk about is the setting. The setting is the location of the action. An author should describe the environment or surroundings of the story in such detail that the reader feels that he or she can picture the scene. The setting is where the story takes place. For example, a beach, a castle, or a school are all examples of settings of a story. The next element we will talk about is the plot. The plot is the actual story around which the entire book is based. A plot should have a very clear beginning, middle, and end. For example, the plot of Frozen is about 2 sisters who live in a magical kingdom. One of the sisters has very magical frozen powers, and the other sister just wants to be close with her. The one sister's powers get way too out of hand, so she has to move away because everyone in the city thinks that she does not have good powers. Eventually, the sister goes to save her sister and shows the rest of the town that she can use her powers for good. The last story element we will talk about is conflict. Every story has a conflict to solve. The plot is centered on this conflict and the ways in which the characters attempt to resolve the problem. A conflict of a story, for example, is when the big bad wolf tries to blow the 3 little pigs' house down. The last story element is the resolution. The resolution to the problem is the way the action is resolved. It is important that the resolution fit the rest of the story in tone and creativity and solve all parts of the conflict. The resolution is the part when the problem is solved. For example, a resolution of the 3 little pigs is that they build a big strong house so that the wolf cannot blow their house down anymore. So, today we talked about 5 story elements. Those story elements are characters, setting, plot, conflict, and resolution. Thank you so much for listening. Great job today.